Using AI to write captions, that's nothing new. But what if AI could create social media posts that actually sounded like you, with your brand voice, your tone, and your style? No more robotic, boring captions. In this video, I'm showing you how to build your own custom AI writing assistant that understands your brand. And yes, there's both a free and a paid version. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, as always, it's me, James. AI generated captions are everywhere, but let's be honest, most of them sound like a robot with no personality. That's why today I'm showing you how to build a custom AI writing assistant that actually writes in your brand's voice, whether you want a free version or something a little bit more advanced. I've been using this system for over a year, and not just for my content, but for my clients as well. And it's completely changed the way I've approached social media. It saves hours every week, makes content creation effortless, and keeps everything on brand. If that sounds good, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to not miss more videos like this. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so what we're going to look at to start off with is how to use ChatGPT, the free version that is, to generate an AI writing assistant for your captions. For that, we're going to head over to the computer. Okay, right, so here we are in ChatGPT. We're going to use the 4 Omni Mini, which is actually the version you get to use on the free version of GPT. You can use a limited amount of 4 Omni, but then that gets capped. So I thought it was more relevant to use the 4 Omni Mini, as this is the default one that you can use all the time for the free. So one of the things you will notice about GPT Omni Mini is the fact that it does take a little bit more time to process through. It's not the quickest model, but it does take a little bit of time to process compared to some of the more advanced models and some of the paid versions. So the sort of thing it's pumped out this time is creating content that speaks volumes, whether you need stunning photos, capturing videos, blah, bring it to life, events, etc. Ready to make your next project unforgettable, get in touch. So there's this. So it's okay, but it doesn't feel very much like me. So I could try and prompt it more. Can you make it more like me? Fun and laid back, less AI robot. Okay, so we've got another prompt that we're adding in now to sort of granularly control this post and where we're at. Okay, so this is all part of the process of you designing a prompt that actually feels more like you and your writing style, and that does take some time. Here we go. Got a project that needs some epic photos or videos. I'm all about turning your ideas into something amazing, whether it's a big event or just something special for you. Let's create some killer content together. Drop me a DM. So you've got something here, okay? So it seems a little bit more casual. So here's some context. Here is some context. My business is called JBL Creative. Okay, so we're going through and we're refining this process every single time to actually get to a point where we're giving the chatbot information about us so it can create better content. And each time we do this, we're refining, and we're refining. And then as long as we are using this chat every single time, it's going to learn a little bit more about us every single time. It's using the more laid-back tone, and it's in here. So it's got a call to action at the end. Let's create something awesome together. Now, hashtags-wise, photography, videography are 2 really high-use hashtags. We don't want that. If you've watched my other video to do with hashtags, I'll put a link up here so you can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it a bit more context. We're going to tell it, use 3 to 5 hashtags, making them niche and on topic with the post. So this is giving a little bit more information. Again, we're telling it that we want to use 3 to 5 hashtags and we want them niche. We don't want high use. So like we've had here, where we've got photography and videography, they're a bit too big and they're just going to get lost in the noise. So we want to make sure we're using the right hashtags for our posts. Here, so JBL Creative, content creation, event videography, creative shoot, brand photography. So this is picking up things from in here. So another thing that works really well is you can now do this. We want to integrate the hashtags actually into our caption, okay? So we don't want them just plonked at the end. We want to make them feel more natural and more part of the conversation. So rather than putting hashtags at the end, integrate them naturally into the caption. Still using 3 to 5 niche tags. You can actually give it more context as well. So for example, a really good way is if you've got a nice about section for you written on your website, for example, you can go and pull the about section from that and then actually use it from there. This is a really good way to actually give the bot some more context. So we've literally gone here, need some killer photos or videos for your next project. JPL Create is all about content creation. We've got one in there. And then we've got brand photography in there, and then we've got creative shoots. We've got our 3 hashtags, and it's integrated into the chat, so it actually makes it feel like more a part of what you're doing. This is really, really important. Here is the about section from my website to give you more context about me, my business, and my writing, writing style. This is the thing, the more time you spend on this, the better quality end result that you are going to get. Okay, so what it's actually chosen to do when I've given it this information, it's actually now chosen to interpret that I want a post based on that information that I've given them. Difficulty here being is it's messed up a few bits. So it's not naturally integrated the hashtags. So each time it's not really quite getting what we want. I want you to follow this format. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to tell the engine that this is your role. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be my writing assistant. The information that I'm giving you is basically for you to achieve this goal. So you're sort of helping ChatGPT understand how it's supposed to perform and how it's supposed to help you. I want to add to my format to include a strong hook at the beginning of every post for engagement and encouraging the click on the post. I also want every post to include a call to action at the end. So that's giving it some more information there. By the way, Grammarly for me, I am not the strongest speller at all. Grammarly is great for that, like the free version, don't worry about the other, the free version is absolutely fine. Literally strong recommendation. Grammarly is just, it's fantastic. What I also want this to include though is also use British English. Okay, so as you can see, the memory's updated again. Now, this does take a little bit of time. I would include the real times that things happen in this video, but it would drag out. So just trust me that this process from the prompt to you now seeing this probably took about a minute. So what it said is, got it, from now on I'll make sure to include a strong hook at the start, call to action at the end while using British English, ready to go whenever you need a post. Okay, so we've now got a model, so let's try and do this. So let's add, I have just been on a event shoot for a 50th birthday and I need a post for my favourite shots and some BTS. So that's quite a simple prompt now. Basically, you know, you could literally say I've just done a wedding and, you know, I've got some great shots, but I don't quite know how I want to use them. This way, you can then take some prompts of what to include from what ChatGPT gives you back. Obviously, if it's any good, we'll see. So we've got, what an incredible night celebrating a milestone 50th birthday. Here are some of my favourite shots from the event, capturing the laughter, joy and unforgettable moments. From candid smiles to the action on the dance floor. It was an absolute blast. Behind the scenes, there's always so much going on, but it's all about those real moments, the ones that make the memories last forever. Swipe to check out magic and let me know what's your favourite shot. So we've got call to action there. Want your special day captured in a way that tells your story. Now, obviously, there's a few things that's happened here. What an incredible night celebrating a milestone 50th birthday. The hook, I would say, isn't that strong. That's not like I must click on that. So the hook needs to be stronger. It's also not naturally integrated, the hashtags. So we can try and prompt that. So let's see if it sorts this out and gives us a different post. So this is where you get to with 4 Omni Mini. You've got to keep on teasing it until it gets it right. And that takes a little bit of persuasion and a little bit of tweaking and a lot of perseverance. Once you've got it right, you're still going to have to tweak. And that is one of the main drawbacks to the free version. It's a lot of tweaking and it's a lot of manualing that keeps happening. It gets you 75% of the way there. Okay, so we've tried again and it's gone, okay, thanks for the feedback. Here's a revised version with a stronger hook and naturally integrated hashtags. It's done some naturally integrated hashtags. It's done one here and that's it. And then it's still put them all at the end. So it's still learning and it's struggling to really work out exactly what we want it to do. Lot stronger hooks, still relevant. It's not clickbaity. It's not like, wow, here's the most, you know, it's relevant and we've got very similar things. So I'm not going to carry on trying to refine this now. I think what I need to point out is the fact that you can get there. You can tease it to get where you want, but it does have its drawbacks. And that, to be honest with you, is what you're going to find. You can end up with a writing assistant that gets you, let's say, 75% of the way there. But actually the 25% can add its own annoyances, and that's kind of a big thing. Also, when your chat starts to fill up, one thing you are going to want to do is pull out the information and start a new chat. Now you can ask ChatGPT to basically say, look, I want to start a new chat. Can you give me all the relevant information to add into a new chat? So you essentially perform the same way. You can tease it out of it to start a new chat. And that's where you're at. So that's a quick bit of guidance on how you can use the free version of GPT. But now what we're going to dive into is we're now going to dive into the paid version and how that can really, really excel your game. It's not that dear. Okay, so that was ChatGPT free version. Now we're going to dive into the big boy. This is the Plus version. It's £20 a month, $20 a month. It's 20, I'm pretty sure, wherever you are, a month, whatever that is. Okay, so we're going to jump over now and we're going to talk about how this just will blow your mind. Okay, so here we are in 4 Omni Mini. We don't want that anymore. We're going to look on our left sidebar here and we're going to go Explore GPTs. So we're going to go over here and what we're going to do is we're going to create a GPT. So this is now pretty much our own private version of GPT that is going to do what we want. And its sole purpose is to create a sort of thing. It says here, hi, I'll help you build a new GPT. You can say something like make a creative who helps generate visuals for new products, or make a software engineer. So we're not going to do that. We are going to, we want to make a social media writing partner. And you'll see my fabulous quick spelling come out to get me yet again. So here we go. Now let's choose a name for your GPT. How about social media wordsmith? We're not going to dwell on this too much. Yes, that's fine. You know, so I've not put commas in. I mean, GPT is smart enough to read through bad spellings and not look at sort of, you know, apostrophes and commas and send it. It'll work it out. Okay, so what it's going to do now is great. Now let's create a profile picture. So it's actually going to use this image generation side to create us an image for our little bots, our little personalized GPT. There we go. So we've got this feather and an iPad looking thing. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Let's put no, I like it. Okay. So you can keep on adding to this. So this side is how you sort of program and give the information to your GPT. This is the side that you're going to use to actually get responses from it. Okay, so you can just start crafting engaging posts. Let me know if you want to refine anything. So I've got a pre-written bit of text here. I'm actually going to include this in the description to this video. So I'm just going to copy it from my notepad I've got off the screen, and I'm going to put it in here.
So the prompt that I'm going to give it is this. It says, start every post with a strong hook so people will click the post and see the whole caption. This is key. Don't make captions too long. We want to keep people's attention to the end. Posts should be written in my style, so funny, chilled, laid back and kind of cheeky. They are still professional posts though. End every post with a call to action. This is again super important for engagement. Every post should contain 3 to 5 hashtags. They should be niche and on topic with the post. These should also be integrated naturally within the caption as part of the sentence. They should not just be dumped at the end. So we're going to feed that in to the creation side of the GPT, and it's going to say here, it's updating the GPT. This is its way of submitting or cementing the new bits of information you've just given it into the memory of what it says. So it goes, got it, social mood spurs when across posts with strong hooks, concise yet engaging style, clear CTA, symmetry and hashtags. Let me know if you want to tweak anything. So let's give it a try, okay? So if I now put post about a music video I just shot. That's a really broad, you know, that's a really broad thing. Let's see what it comes up with. Just wrapped up filming the music video for song name. So it's actually given us a bit of an option here. And let's just say it's a whole movie. Okay. From wild locations to next level visuals, this one is going to hit different. Big love to the crew for making magic happen. You're all real. Y'all are the real MVPs. Who's ready to see this? Drop a hundo. It looks like a hundo. It's hard on the black background. No, drop a tune if you want an exclusive sneak peek. And it's included 3 hashtags there. So obviously we still need to tweak this, but when we tweak this version, it's going to remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it what it's just generated, and we're going to say, you just generated this. The hashtags are not naturally integrated. Integrated into the caption, and I always want British English to be used. And let's see what it comes up with this time. So it's going to update the GPT again, because obviously we've given it more information, we've given it more context, and it's going to update it.
Okay, so now we have our working custom GPT. Let's give it a try, shall we?
Okay, so we're going to put in write me a post for my latest street shoot in Taunton. See what we get. Taunton never looked this good. Spent the day capturing the raw energy of hashtag Taunton streets, and the light was absolutely perfect. From bold colours to quiet moments, every shot tells a story. Because the best street photography isn't just about what you see, it's about what you feel. There's something special about the mix of history and modern life here. 1 minute you're framing a historic building, the next you're capturing fleeting expression on a stranger's face. That's the magic of urban photography. Timing is everything. Which shot is your favourite? Let me know in the comments.
This is perfect. It's done exactly what we want. It's got an engaging hook at the beginning. It's got a caption that's filled with hashtags, which is exactly what Instagram is looking for. It's looking for that integrated part, not just dumping stuff at the end. 3 to 5 niche, and it's got a call to action at the end. This is the true power of custom GPTs. So here we have our second version of our custom GPT. The pro points: the AI remembers all your settings. It takes a bit of programming and a bit of sitting there, but once it's done, it's sorted. This also saves time over the free version, because once you've got it set up and it's in there, all the tone, all the settings is all there and just ready to go whenever you need it. The other thing is, obviously this can scale with you. As you do new areas of your business and you want to include those into social media, you can actually add those into this AI caption assistant, and it just grows with you and your business. There are some cons, obviously. Con number 1 is it does cost money. It's GPT Plus, so it costs £20 a month. The other con is there is a bit of a learning curve. You do need some practice and some time and just working out how to write the right prompts. But however, I am going to solve this for you. All you guys need to do to get a prompt to give you this exact custom GPT for free is to add the word caption in the comments, and then check in the description and there'll be a link to a Google form. Fill it out and I will send you the exact prompt to have this exact version of a custom GPT all of your own. You can also do this over on Instagram. Go and find the post, bang the word caption in the prompt, and I will make sure that you can have access to this amazingly powerful AI tool, again, for free. Okay, so there you have it. 2 ways to tailor your social media captions using AI. The free version works, but does require a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of manual, whereas the fully customized version saves you hours every single week. It's really mad once you dial into it. Don't forget, comment caption, grab the link in the description, and I will send you the prompt to create what we've just made for free. I'd actually love to know what you're going to try first. Are you going to try the free version, see if it works for you, or are you going to jump straight into the custom GPT option? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more AI-powered content, hacks, tips, and the way that you can excel in photo, video, and social media for your business or as a small creator, make sure to subscribe, like, and just let me know what you think down below in the comments. All of these things really help. And that's it for now. I'm James as always. This is JBL Creative, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.